Alright, well I figured I'd go over a few more things that have kind of popped up overnight because of all the storms. And you can see Hilo's telling me he wants his food now. Yeah, Hilo, just a minute, let me finish my video, okay? What are you doing? Okay, so we had a bunch of rain. It stormed, rained kind of all night. And this morning when I came out here, my pH was just off the chart. You know what I mean? Well, not off the chart, but it was pretty high for the test kit. It was actually up closer to 8. I didn't do the high P range testing. I did the lower one. Certainly exceeding that one. I didn't test the high. I just went ahead and put some pH down in the system. All I have right now is pH down from our old aquarium. I don't have. I need to get some more natural solutions to get the pH down. So it's just a matter of finding the stuff locally. I found some stuff to kind of help with raising the pH, but I've got to still get all that together. So I'll put this over the tank for now, the fish tank, to try to prevent so much rain from getting in here, because we actually are supposed to get a lot more rain probably later today or this evening. I've got the pH back stable again, so I went ahead and put this on. This will kind of help, but I mean, you still get this crack here, still got the grow bed, still got the edge of the other grow bed, so I'll still have the problem to some degree, I suppose. But the fish seem to be doing fine. They, the big pH upswing didn't bother them really. I've got to get I've got this screen top for the fish tank. I'm gonna go ahead. I need to rebuild this thing. It's kind of junk at the moment, and have a proper lid for the tank. So that's another small project. I've still not finished wrapping the tanks. As you can see, I still have it on like this one side, and my water's fairly green. I don't have as much algae buildup on the edges of the tanks, but the water is getting pretty green. You can kind of see some buildup along this edge, so I've got to clean that up. And another problem I'm having, not really a problem, but this hose here, you can see it's got a bit of a buildup in it of algae. I didn't think about the fact that these hoses are being clear, that I was going to get the algae buildup. I added this on to the other bed, which I'm not even sure. I think I made a video showing you guys that, but anyways, I added another one on, and so it's pretty new, so nothing's building up yet, and it kind of goes behind, and then it runs up. So I guess I'm gonna need to get some black hoses. So I've got to find some black hoses to replace these with, so I don't have that buildup. So I'll deal with that. I added this coupling on so that I could easily turn the pump off, unscrew, and pull this up, and not like, have to move all this around all the time, and then like to pull the PVC I would have to twist this whole thing back and forth, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So having this coupling makes a world of difference. I think this is actually called like a join. I don't know. It unscrews and you can screw PVC or push PVC in either side. So I'm really happy I got that on there. Another problem I had last night when I came in this morning to check on my stuff, my pump was just barely running. It was surprisingly still on, and this was full, but there was two problems, I guess. My pump was kind of clogged up, and then for whatever reason, being clogged up, not having the right amount of pressure, instead of water being pushed out of here, it was sucking water. So this tank this grow bed here was half full. So if you can see, it was no longer spilling over this little lip here, which controls the height of this water. It was actually halfway down into the bed. So, and there was no more water. The water was not being added to this bed. It was getting sucked out. And that is because this hose goes down into the water. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is have this hose up, kind of like that one, pouring a stream into the water so that it's not sucking out once there's not enough flow to push. You know, look, because this thing gets clogged up, like I mentioned before. I still have to put you know, kind of make a little box, a little filter box around that main pump filter, because it gets clogged way too fast. So that's project number 2 that I've got to complete. So I've got, like, there's a ton of things still left to do here, but it's all working though. It's all working pretty well. I still have not added many plants in here. I added a tomato plant. I've got bigger ones in the house that are probably ready to transfer now. I think I've got another little tomato, maybe. I don't know, a couple tomatoes and some kale over there. I had a couple extra little pieces of kale after putting these together. We got some spinach, all kale. These are actually already growing. I mean, these 3 leaves here, well, at least 2 of these leaves are brand new since I put it out here. And it's only been out here for a day. Excuse the bit of a mess I have. Like, it's kind of looks like junk right now, but I've got these PVC pole going across the styrofoam, and it's tied in with a zip tie holding it down. And the reason I had to do that is because of the storms that were coming in. A lot of wind, lots of rain, lots of, you know, just a storm. So these are holding the styrofoam in place because my styrofoam is sitting on top of the grow beds and not on the water. And the reason that it's not floating in the water is because I'm not oxygenating this water. I don't have any, I mean, other than the oxygen in the fish tank and down here, I don't have any air stones in here, which would be needed if it was floating, from my understanding. But if I raise it to where there's about 1 inch or 2 here, then oxygen can still get into the roots, and the roots reach down into the water. So I've got to figure out a way to, you know, a better way than this, to have this styrofoam kind of locked in. Probably put like a 2x2 maybe across here. Tie that in somehow. So this is kind of turning into a long video, but that's where I'm at. So hopefully we'll get some of these issues fixed and straightened out, and that'll be on my next video. Thanks for watching.